All right, guys, today I have a very important video. We're going to be going over the Fibonacci levels to use in your trading and which ones to ignore based on logic and data. I like to keep my trading simple. I only like to watch a few of these levels, and I'll explain to you guys why in this video. I've been trading the market since 2017. I've seen a lot of different videos of people talking about different Fibonacci levels, which ones they prefer and why. And I honestly disagree with most of the videos out there. Before we jump into this, make sure to leave a like. There's gonna be a ton of sauce in this video. And make sure if you're watching now to watch this video until the very end. Don't be that person that sits through 30 seconds of a video and then clicks off to watch some bullshit. All right, without further ado, let's jump into it. So what are Fibonacci retracement levels? If you're a new trader, you might not know. Well, the Fibonacci retracement tool is a built-in trading view tool that identifies potential levels of support and resistance based on percentages of a given range, right? So if you have, let's say, a swing low and you have a swing high, the Fibonacci retracement tool measures different percentages of that range, right? So you have the 50%, maybe the 61.8%, maybe the 26% kind of near the top, etc. So these levels in theory act as support and resistance levels where price usually reacts from. So let's take a look at the current price action here on Bitcoin, okay? This is just the default Fibonacci retracement tool inside of TradingView, okay? So we're drawing it from the swing low to the swing high if we're looking for longs, or the swing high to swing low if we're looking for shorts, right? So if I wanted to look for a short here, I draw it from this high to this low. But if I'm looking for longs, I'll draw it from the swing low to the swing high. Now, if you're wondering, which swing point do you draw it from? I'll kind of jump into that in a few minutes because all of these swing points are valid, but some are higher probability than others. So we'll jump into that in just a moment. But as you can see here, we have the swing low and the swing high, and all of these levels here are going to be the major levels of the Fibonacci retracement tool, right? So you have the 23.6% retracement of this range. You have the 38% retracement. You have the 50% or the mid-range. You have the 61.8% level, which is my favorite, which I'll jump into why that is in just a moment. The 78.6% level, and of course, the bottom of the range. So this is what it will look like if you were to draw a default on your chart. Okay, so how do we know which level is going to get respected and which level is going to fail? Okay, first things first, we don't know anything as traders. We don't know which level is going to hold and which level is going to fail because it's all probability, right? It's all about an edge in the market. Now, the level that I mainly watch for is the 61.8% retracement level, okay? Otherwise known as the golden pocket. And again, we'll jump into the charts in just a moment here and I'll show you guys why that is. Some other things to look for when you're pulling your fib, right? Do you have key level confluence? Are there any support resistance zones with price history overlapping a key level? If so, that is going to be a high probability trade. I'm also going to jump into how to spot these. Okay, number two, high time frame market structure. Are we in a ranging market? If we're in a ranging market, right? If yes, don't trade this method, okay? In a ranging market, you want to look for swing failure patterns of the highs and the lows, not really using fib levels. But if you are in a clear uptrend or downtrend, you can use. And last but not least, look for bullish or bearish divergences for an entry trigger on a lower time frame. Kind of putting it all together here. So the main Fibonacci level that I use in my trading is the golden pocket fib, or the GP for short. So if you guys hear me in the group talking about the GP, I'm referring to the golden pocket. It consists of the 0.618 and the 0.65 Fibonacci retracement levels, but I like to use it all the way down to the 786 as well, okay? So if we take a look at the chart here, that will be this general zone right here is where I will look for longs in this case of this given range. This is real-time price action as well. Okay, so why am I looking for the golden pocket, right? Well, not only is this the golden ratio found in nature, found in science, found in galaxies, found in your thumbprint, all across our universe, it tends to be a well-respected Fibonacci zone on the charts as well. You can go back to years ago on this channel. I've been talking about the golden pocket fib because price reacts to this level very well. Okay, so let's talk about why it gives us an edge in the market, because ultimately trading comes down to this, right? An edge in the market. If you were to take 100 one-to-one risk to reward trades, not using any strategy in particular, just taking random trades, you would be a break-even trader, right? That's why I say by default, you are a break-even trader, okay? If you took 100 trades randomly at a one-to-one, around 50% of those would be profitable, 50% of those would be losing. Obviously, you're down a little bit in fees as well, but by default, you are technically, according to the data, a break-even trader. So all we need to do to become profitable is get that 50% at a one-to-one up to like a 60%, or get this 50% down to maybe a 40%, but increase the risk to reward to, a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio, right? So let's talk about why this gives us an edge in the markets, okay? So why the golden pocket fib? Well, number one, you are buying into discount of a current range. You are by definition, given the context of the range, buying low or selling high. Number two, in a trending market, price will not revisit swing highs or lows. It will continue to break structure either to the upside if you're in an uptrend or to the downside if you are in a downtrend. That is the definition of an uptrend or downtrend. Because we are buying below the mid-range of the fib, right, below the 0.5 fib level, our risk to reward is at minimum a 1 to 3. So we're always going to be risking at minimum, let's say $100 to make $300. So you can have a below 50% win rate and still be very profitable using the golden pocket fib. To kind of illustrate what I was just saying, obviously keep in mind, price action won't look this clear, but when you're in an uptrend, you're going to have higher highs and higher lows, right? And when you're in this uptrend, price never comes down to test these lows, right? That's the definition of an uptrend. So what we're looking for is that retrace, right? Drawing our golden pocket fib from the swing low to the swing high. If we're in an uptrend, we're looking for that retrace into that 618 to 786 fib zone, which is going to be discount. Obviously looking for some other confluence as well, maybe a retest of that previous high. And this is going to be our entry, our stop loss below the zone, targeting the high to continue the trend to the upside. Obviously, the opposite will be true if you are in a downtrend, or let's say you are in a downtrend, you want to be looking for shorts, right? Drawing from that swing high to that swing low, looking for that retracement into that golden pocket, stop loss above this high. Again, targeting the lows here to continue the trend down. Now, enough of me yapping. Let's jump into the charts here and I can show you guys some real-time examples. Let me show you guys why I'm looking for longs at this marked zone. So we have the golden pocket fib of this swing low to this swing high. And if you guys are wondering, Matt, why wouldn't you draw it from this swing low? Or why not draw it from this swing low? Well, this is going to be the most obvious swing low of this range, okay? So when I'm drawing this range, I'm looking at this as the major swing low and this as the major swing high, because this is the most obvious swing low on my chart. Now, can I draw it from this swing low here as well? Yes, you can. But now we have to move on to other things. Looking for key levels with price history. Don't really see that here. Maybe a retest of this high, but there's more price history, meaning there's more confluence to take the trade here. Because what do you notice at this level, right? Area of consolidation. Price has consolidated at this level in the past, right? This is going to be your support level, right? If we look left, you can see price reacted from this level as resistance, flip to support. So this overlap is what we want to see here. And this is what makes this a higher probability setup as opposed to drawing it from this swing high, right? Not as much price history here. We can also use some other confluences like the fixed range volume profile. But all in all, I'm looking for longs here if we see some bullish divergences on a lower time frame. Now, let's say you don't know how to manually draw these levels for yourself. You're still getting an eye for what to look for. We've coded a trading algorithm called EzAlgo, which automatically populates these key horizontal levels for you. So all you're looking for here is overlap with the EzAlgo indicator and our golden pocket fib. Remember, this golden pocket fib isn't exact. It's anywhere from the 0.618 to the 786 fib level. So we're looking for overlap here with our key level and with our optimal trade entry, which obviously we're seeing right here. So now we've checked a few things off of our list, okay? We have the higher time frame golden pocket fib. Again, if you guys have trouble drawing this yourself, we also have an auto golden pocket fib here on our indicator. If you guys are interested in this, click the first link in the description below. You can see here, it automatically drew this golden pocket fib from the swing low to the swing high for us. This is not necessary, but if you would like to remove the guesswork, you can do that as well. So boom, now we have a high confidence, high probability setup, right? We have our golden pocket fib overlapping our key level. We're in bullish market structure. All we're doing now is going to a lower time frame and looking for those bullish divergences, meaning we want to see momentum increase as price is remaining flat or creating a lower low. Every time you see a reversal on your charts, you will oftentimes see bullish or bearish divergences. Take a look at the recent failure of the Monday range high that happened earlier today. Took out this high, failed to close above, and we saw a bearish divergence here on our easy oscillator, okay? Meaning as price was making that higher high, momentum was decreasing. This is referred to as a bearish divergence. It's a very good entry confirmation, one that I use pretty much every single time I enter a trade. So what I'll do is I'll go down to a lower time frame as price is coming down to this zone. I can see here we're already starting to form bullish divs. Momentum is in the oversold zone. All I'm waiting for now is one more sweep, some sort of bullish confirmation with a bullish divergence. That would be my entry trigger. And then I can move my stop loss up a little bit and target some of these higher prices. Now let's go to another example here on Ethereum. So again, looking at this chart, where do I see a high probability trade? Well, I see we have the 4-hour golden pocket overlapping this key support zone. Okay, so this is going to be a high confidence, high probability trade. Now, again, if we wanted to draw it from these other swing lows, we can do that as well. We also have the golden pocket here overlapping this level, and we have the golden pocket here from this swing low overlapping this other level, okay? And this is actually where I tried a long position here. The reason I'm not risking my full position size, even though we have this key level here, is number one, we have an aggressive pullback on the chart. But whenever you have these key levels below you, equal lows here telling us that there's a strong draw on liquidity here, I understand that price may continue lower, so I don't want to lose a full position size here on this trade. This is why it's important to have multiple trade ideas. Not every trade idea is going to be correct, but this also isn't the best example because this isn't really a trending market, right? If we zoom out here on a 4-hour time frame, we're still kind of in a downtrend here, seeing macro lower lows and lower highs, rejecting from this 4-hour resistance zone. So really, you should have been looking for a short here at this 4-hour GP. Again, where are we rejecting from here on a higher time frame? We're rejecting from that 4-hour golden pocket, from this swing high to this swing low with that resistance zone as confluence, right? Going down to a lower time frame, looking for bearish momentum. You can see we have strong bearish momentum here as we're testing that level. Now, I want you guys to go and back test this yourself. You'll notice that the golden pocket is like a magnet for price, right? Swing low, swing high, comes right down to that golden pocket. Will you get an entry every single time? No, right? Because you're waiting for a discounted price, there's gonna be times where you may not get an entry. Even on these smaller retracement moves, you see right to that golden pocket. Even here, right? Swing high to swing low for a short position, right to that golden pocket. Even on a lower time frame, swing high to swing low, boom, right to that golden pocket. Swing low to swing high for a long, boom, right to the golden pocket, right? These are massive risk to reward trades, guys. Again, we've coded the golden pocket, key levels, and divergences into its own trading algorithm called EzAlgo. We've also recently added alerts inside of our community. So whenever a bullish divergence or an inverse fair value gap or a high probability confluence is met, we will automatically signal it to you guys inside of the group. So if you're interested in following my own personal trades, learning from me directly, and also getting access to the EzAlgo indicators, make sure to click the first link in the description below. Definitely be sure to add the golden pocket fib to your trading. This is extremely powerful. And like I said, I want you to go and back test this yourself. Don't take my word for it. That's gonna do it for this video. Leave a like if you guys have enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel for more trading content, and I'll see you guys next video.